Welcome back, friends, to my next worm video. So as you can see, this is worm bin number 2, fed on 28th March, and it was 8 days since the last feeding. This is something pretty interesting on this one. A lot of worm castings on this corner on top of the pack. I tried to get like a good zoom in there. I don't think I did very well. I need to do better of like holding it closer to the camera for a longer period of time. But yeah, look at all those worm castings there. That's really cool. Shout out to this YouTuber, I Raise Worms, gave me the idea to do this little picture-in-picture thing to show last feeding. Um, One mistake I made was I videotaped this one 180 degrees different than the other one, so that feeding just showed that I fed on the right side of the bin, but it's actually the left side of the bin because I turned the bin around on accident from 8 days ago to this one. So that's the feeding. That little picture in picture I just did shows the feeding that it did 8 days ago, which, as we're looking at it right now in this bin, is the left side of the bin that was fed 8 days ago. Um, I think I mentioned in the previous Warm Bin 2 video, I was really excited to see like those coffee filters, how much they'd be eaten up, and they are underneath this paper towel that we're a newspaper that we're looking at right now. So they've like basically fused with that, and they're pretty much they're pretty much history at this point. It was really cool to see all the holes opening this bin up, um, with all the paper on the top, all the holes of the worms getting at it. I think this may be my most uneventful video in terms of rifling through the bin and seeing like huge amount of worms clustered in a certain spot. I think because I waited 8 days, there was no concentration of food in any one particular spot, and the worms pretty much just spread out among the bin. So you can see I'm trying to show where the feeding last was, and there's still, a good amount of worms hanging out there. But uh, no high concentration of worms in any, no worm balls anywhere or anything like that. Um, yeah, so just I think I'm just gonna do what I always do here and just rifle through the entire bin and make sure to aerate it. Just take a look at my worms. I haven't seen them in 8 days in this bin, and just check them out and look at them. Uh, yeah, maybe maybe in a future video I won't. Maybe I'll cut more out. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm contemplating. Do I want to cut out all this rifling and just get to the main points and just make like a really short and concise like 2 minute video? Um, Part of me likes having kind of just showing the whole process every feeding. I don't really mind that. So this feeding, just a bunch of different stuff. I made some like salsa from some tomatillos, and I decided to use all the skins from that. And that a lot of that green stuff you see is that the tomatillos. Uh, think like chopped ends of the zucchini that I used, some old frozen, just really an assortment of a bunch of stuff. I think some of the bell peppers that were left over from the previous feeding, and then yeah, the shredded cardboard. And I mentioned I ran out of eggshells, so I started trying to eat a few more eggs and got more eggshells. I even bought a mortar and pestle, and that's what I'm doing right now to crush up my eggshells with. So like I said, probably my most uneventful worm video. But I'm really happy just to see how the bin's going. Like, doesn't that just look nice? Doesn't that look nice there? Um, so I'm using fresh new coffee filters to indicate the last feeding, and then I'll be covering everything up as you see here. I think I like documenting everything. We'll see. Not many people watch these anyways. Uh, it's kind of boring, and when I don't have anything to say, I'm just watching myself cover the bin with paper towels and newspaper. But I don't know. I think it's interesting, and I like the fact that I'm documenting exactly what I'm doing every step of the way. Uh, so I'll keep doing that for now. Maybe in the future I'll change up how I do these videos and make them much more concise. That's it for this one, pretty much. So just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Why do I say that? Because that's like the I don't know. It's almost like a meme just for me at this point. Um, yeah. If you watch this, thank you for watching, and I hope you got something out of it and you enjoyed it at least a little bit. I will see you next time. Peace.